going to a major, and one of the top players there plays Byakuya. So I need to shitstomp this character. I know the basic stuff like your dash block wrecker and everything. Okay, what did you do start around? I think start around. I saw you start off some other matches with dash C. What's the interaction between dash C and dash B? Because dash C would check a lot of Byakuya stuff other than dash B. TK jump 2C side swap? Yeah, the 2C TK jump 2C stuff, yeah. I haven't done too much on it. Because I always find that whenever I land this, I'm always out of range. Whoops. Like, I always land it that far away. Yeah. Whoops. It's just that stuff, isn't it? And then you have... Whoops, you got a CS for that. Yeah, whatever. Whatever waits. I think I saw like someone do a mid-screen jump 2C. I can't remember. Like he got to confirm and he just went into mid-screen jump 2C and I was like, wait, what? Oh, nice. Maybe I can find it. I'm sure it's somewhere here. There it is. There's the second one. This one's more recent though. Have a look at this one first. I think start around versus Byakuya. Like Byakuya, if I'm correct, Byakuya holds the mid-range advantage. He just has better normals, and the problem with approaching Byakuya is that you run into those normals. That's the thing you have to be wary of. So dash, like just blocking and just watching for that wild start. If Byakuya is like to dash B on start of round, it's kind of like a call out, but then it's not good for Byakuya to do dash B. I think like defensive play and just try and see what that Byakuya's like tempo is. Because I know a lot of Byakuyas like to be super wild at times. Huh. Yeah, you had to block that. Yeah. Oh shit, nice. Oh no. Oh well. That was a good dash 5A. Yeah, I think at that kind of distance you're playing with not being neutral-ish. Like I use the EX gauge. I use the EX gauge as like a reference for how plus I am off fireballs, but I think off there you're not very plus. Let's see, reversal action, stand B. Oh, not stand B, 2B. Like I think out here you're still negative. Oh no. Okay, you're plus enough. Okay, that's too greedy. There we go. Yeah, okay. So around about where the foot is at the end of that EX gauge. Let's see. A little bit closer from there. Because if I call correctly, and his 2B is 9 frames, I think. So using that, using the EX gauge is probably good. Byakuya, there we go. To be... yeah, 9 frames. Does 5A reach that far? How far does this 5A reach? Whoops. Oops. Maybe that's the best way to do it. Ah, okay. So, let's see, remove... there we go. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to get the gauge of the distance as well of his 5A. Which seems to be... okay, I get the range now. Man, this 5A is pretty ridiculous. Oh, whoops, I didn't swap it. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how far his 5A hits, which is quite far. Oh, yeah, actually, sure, that'd be great. How do I set this crap up? Discord? Let's see. Actually, like, I've always just went through a lot of his stuff solo. Yeah, so it'd be nice to have someone talk through it. It'd be pretty interesting as well. Yeah, so is Discord fine? Isn't that kind of bad? To do 2A? I mean, it gets us nice damage, but... Because that means he's just going to tech out. He's going to tech out if he techs forward. But if he techs forward, he's still within dash range. Like, Byakuya still just lands there and you can still chase him. It's not that bad, I think. Let's see. Oh no, he got hit by that. That's dead, that's so dead. That's an easy combo. Why would you jump Ada? Well, I think with Byakuya, how fast can he flip? Yeah, so... it's not that fast. But it does get kind of annoying. Yeah, so guys... wait a sec. Can he catch that? Yeah. Wait a sec. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you still get the falling jump E, which is good anyway. I was wondering, like, what are you trying to check from Byakuya? Because I think Byakuya... I know. Yeah, he could also just be expecting like the weight into the jump. It's gonna like jump back tech stuff. I can see it. I would think that if Byakuya, he would probably be a lot more patient. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Hang on, I'll do me in a second. Do 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 do. It's two. There we go. Boom. Alright, start anytime. Alright, so yeah, you just hit me up to call when you're ready. Actually, I might fiddle with some stuff. Alright. Hey, Ju. Hello. Alright, I can hear you fine. It's also coming through on my one fine. I'm just gonna fiddle with some things first. Alright, let's see.
Yeah, the 22A there was supposed to be 22A 22C. I wanted damage cash out and I fucked up the 22C.
Yeah, yeah, I thought, okay, that's what I thought as much. Yeah. Which, yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So TG, I think more than anything, is like a really patient sort of Byakuya. You don't see him bust out like too much. Yeah, so because he doesn't particularly bust out too much, like sometimes just to force him to have to start thinking about some other things in the corner, like I'll jump in. Like
Yeah.
I won't necessarily assault. Jay kind of like freezes people like mentally because they're just like, why is he doing this? And then you just get like a falling normal or whatever.
Right.
I think just in particular because I don't just loop people with dash C fireball
Yeah.
because at least people in America I feel like are good at shielding and kind of pushing out or like shielding to throw off the normal that I use outside of JC
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I noticed,
or
like, if they
660.
shield it too much, you feed them grid, and then you start being put at positions where they can start challenging that dash C, or just getting out of the way, and you get pushed back too far. You can't
Yeah.
spam that forever.
One of the key caveats of that, even well, it's a little bit different in the corner because you have more plus frames to mess around with it. But if they shield the fireball properly, so they are not locked into green shield, characters with 8 framers, and I know like Aurier, or if they just hit long enough, Aurier can do it with their 2A or 5A rather. Um, 6C takes a little while to become active. So even though it's like 11 frames or something like that, it feels like it hits really late. So if they hit like 5A or Byakuya, maybe not Byakuya, but Ori in particular with their 2B, I know can counter hit Akatsuki, like who is trying to 6C if they shield the fireball correctly.
Yeah, yeah, I know it's like a lot of other characters. It's like a bit like Hyde 6B, except not as fast.
Mm,
I feel like you extend the hurt box slightly, where you feel like you're just hitting a tip of the range, but you don't trade where you expect to trade, where because it feels like it fully extends before the hitbox comes out a bit.
yeah.
On top of that, forward movement.
Mm. Uh, I think the other reason, because I'm looking at your stream here, it's
Yeah.
at 88 seconds. I'm pretty sure I started another round with Fireball. I was talking to Clearlamp. This was like
Oh,
after I
nice.
played him at Climax of Night last year.
Yeah.
He was telling me that Byakuya in particular, unless he is purely jumping them, which you know of course they can do because the aerial hitbox on Fireball isn't very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Byakuya has a difficult time dealing with fireballs.
Yeah, yeah, because all of his
Because
normals,
his
he has no way to delete them. It just has like 2B, 5B, and all of that stuff, but none of them really stop a fireball.
In addition to that too, his dash startup is not very good. That's why like Byakuya versus Merkava um is like really bad because like Merkava just kind of flies around and like hits jump B or JA and then shoots a fireball, and like Byakuya doesn't have enough on his initial dash to catch him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay.
But of course, you have to be cognizant because like if people are scouting for it, it's very easy to jump a fireball in reaction, so you can't just throw bad fireballs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Unless you have resources to back it up, it's so easy to assault over it, even on reaction too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I
Like,
think Byakuya's jump C is also a really scary thing. It's like Orie jump C. It
yep.
hits you so far in the tip.
The lucky thing about that is, unlike Aurier, or at least unlike the feeling of Aurier here, uh, like you can kind of predictively throw out far 5C versus that, but against Aurier, like because she can change her air momentum with 214X, and if she does that and she's too far, like she's going to hit your outstretched normal. Like, and it hops her a little bit so it can dodge it. And that's before you put like force function into consideration
Yeah. Yeah.
and
That's one of the
things like
biggest.
that. Like it's just way too difficult to play the anti-air game grounded versus Aurier. Where Byakuya, you can do it a little bit more, but like because I've played Lamp a lot and I've played TG a lot, like I've studied that matchup a lot. Because of like how long Byakuya's normals are. So like even if you're shooting fireballs, you have to pay attention to dash C, which can delete you and your fireball at the same time. Because of that, and because of assault, you have to pay a little bit more attention about the ranges that you're trying to fireball the character.
Yeah.
So
What?
it's a fun interplay there.
Like, I feel like Byakuya gets wacky reward off jump C. Oh, never mind. I don't know. For some reason, when I tried to play Byakuya, I felt like it was awkward to combo off his jump C, but I guess that was bad. Like assault jump
I
C.
mean, I think Byakuya is just weird to play until you have grinded out the routes. Because like I know when I'm getting assault JC'd by TG or like initial J or something like that, I know that like even off of the assault, they're taking me to the corner. Like they're not gonna to web super you immediately because unless they're really good, they can't build 100 bar off of that. They really build somewhere around like 89.
Yeah, this guy.
So you don't have to worry about that. But and this may or may not be relevant for the Byakuya that you're playing against, that you're training to play against. But players like Masoma, players like Lamp, of course, who they stole it from, and players like TG won't even web super you until they have 150 meter.
Yeah, because that
You
just
can
sets it
do it.
up for the next one, doesn't it?
Yeah, because the next hit guarantees like because he hits you anytime he hits you he builds like 70 meter, so like he can loop so much better and like the optimized stuff can push 100 by itself or like somewhere in the high 90s, like high 80s, low 90s. So like it makes his loop and his game a lot more stable if he saves it.
Right.
I
Yeah.
see you replaying the parry versus the
Yeah.
webs. Yeah, you can parry those for free. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
unless they meaty you with like 2B, off of the triple set, a lot of what I do is just like I'll jump parry out, and because it's just a projectile hitbox, you are immediately actionable. So I do a lot of like jump parry, falling jump B, or like jump parry if they try to prepare an anti-air. While they're waiting, you can still double jump J2C, but
Right.
like
Yep.
the real answer for Byakuya players is just to stand and block it because it takes way too long to come down in like empty low or empty throw. But a lot of Byakuya players aren't as familiar and they just kind of panic. But TG now he'll just like wait on me. It's just like okay, he'll wait for me to come down. But I guarantee the average Byakuya is not prepared for that.
Yeah, his patience is really good.
Yeah, it's a player matchup too. I've been playing TG since the start of ST, so he's pretty familiar with a lot of my BS3.
Yeah, and I guess that 2B's that wouldn't get hit by parry, would it?
Uh,
No, I
if
think
you
it
double
would.
tap, yes. Actually, it depends. I'd have to test that because sometimes you don't have enough invul to double tap parry. If the move is already active in your face, like you're just gonna get hit.
Right. Wait, what do you mean by just get hit? Because like, wouldn't you parry the 2B? Did that 2B
Well,
even hit?
you're pairing the ground whip first in those situations, if that makes sense. So like if they're putting three webs on top of you, there's like the web over top, the web on the floor, and the web like slightly in front of you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, you're pairing that, and because like your invul, as far as I'm aware, the invul that you get from pairing wears out when you start the startup of another move. If it's already actively hitting you or like preparing to hit you, even if you parry, you're just gonna eat shit for it. Um,
Uh.
that's that's what drew me to find out some countermeasures because
Oh,
like
right. Yeah.
I haven't seen as a small tangent, sorry, I haven't seen your review of me versus Mateo, which I still feel really shitty about, but I found out that if like this works against Line too. Like Line, I think Hyde and Phonon, but Line and Phonon are important cases because of their air fireballs. If you parry them and you try to move, you can definitely get clipped by the rest of the multi-hitting ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yes. That's what I was
like,
thinking. You have full invul throughout that
yeah,
actually.
yeah, as long as you don't move. So
Yeah.
like, if you just parry and you wait, you can have even like EX cancels just pass through you. Or like you can wait and then you have to input clean DPs and you can stop them from using those to leverage plus frames.
I think the DP part's
So
the really hardest one, just because if there's something that's going to hit you meaty out of the invul, if you go to crouch, you have to be in
yeah,
you have to be crouch parry, because if you stand parry and you go to crouch, they'll actually cancel it, and then you'll get
yep,
hit when you're trying to input DP.
yeah.
I actually love that
Uh,
part.
yeah, I've been messing around and labbing that too. So a lot of what I'll do, or at least a lot of what I've been preparing to do, but like US phonons don't necessarily play like that. There are some, but not a whole lot. Um, because of that caveat, like I've just been preparing to just kind of get used to how much invul that I have, so I just stand parry it and I wait. Because if they land from that, like you still like even versus Line, where she doesn't give a whole lot of hit lag to your parry like Nanase's fireballs do. But if she tries to like land in like 2B or something like that, as she's landing, if you're fuzzy 5A based on her position on the ground, you will usually beat her.
Right.
So that's like a big answer because like 5A will hit her crouching too, and like 5A is gigantic.
But what does Lin normally do after Air Cougar though? That's the thing though. It's just like
It's
she Air
usually
Cougars.
EX.
Yeah.
It's Air Kuga and it's usually plus. So she'll fall in like 2B, 5B, 5A if you're like Brandon because her 5A is pretty huge as well. Like they're obviously not going to throw you because they're expecting you to be in block stun.
Yeah, but the thing is,
So if you
if you parry it, she doesn't have any other options. You can just run at her, can't you? She can't
um
like she has to do an EX, which just gives a huge tail. If you're just running at
yeah.
her, there's nothing to fear.
Yeah, but I mean like if you're doing so if she's coming in the air and you have to fear dive kick because like
Yeah,
you can't realistically prepare an anti-air for dive kick, I feel, because if you're trying to DP or 5C there, she's just going to click Guga and you're gonna die. So if you're doing like running in and she's doing air Kuga specifically, not ground Kuga. Air Kuga dash and stuff, like parts of that are minus. It's almost never plus unless it's exactly at the tip on A, I think it is. And that's only plus one. Um you just like parry You parry the TK and then you wait a half second so your end wall gets through the back part of it, and you can check for the EX cancel off of that.
Wait, I only
I'm
thought it
pretty
only does
sure.
one hit. You don't have to care for it.
Yeah, but a lot of lead names will, if they see you move with them, like as they're Kuging, they're already starting to prepare the EX cancel. So you can parry the first thing that hits, and then you'll invol through the rest of EX. Or like you'll
Right,
invol through
right.
most of EX.
Right, so instead of like actually having to parry or deal with the EX and being put in more hit stop, you just do nothing.
You stand there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
it
do
just goes
nothing
right
and it
through.
passes through. It's so good.
Right. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of. I've been trying to train myself just to parry Fernon's charge fireballs and then just waiting and then running past it. And I've realized that you can actually punish it with dash normals from mid screen.
It's great.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to work too much with that because I was mostly doing uncharged. But if you can do that versus the charge too, I think that breaks up in that matchup like a fair amount. Because like that part, since like you can't really just run at her, and a lot of phonons are just checking how long your dash is, so they'll put you at B range and then they'll start going up back.
Right. Yeah.
Being able to even answer charge J236A or whatever is a huge boon to that, because
If
you
you
can
c-
just like click. You basically, if she's too far and you parry it and it passes through, no matter what she does, you can just click B Tatsu, and there, like if she's outside of like 5A range or like 2A range, you delete her entire character. Like there's
yeah.
nothing that she can do from those ranges, or
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
like 5B, because 5B will hit the extended hurt box of her whips if she's trying to frame trap you with some other stuff.
I think the only other thing is just worrying about. I actually labbed it a bit myself when I was looking over it.
Mm.
Over your one versus Mario, is that she just does the A version, which from falling because it just carries her momentum. Then
Oh
she's
yeah,
sort of safe. But you can scout that one out just because it'll have to carry her momentum. If she does the B version, which floats her a bit, that's the one you can just mess up.
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
like you kind of react to the startup and just see the way she moves. But I think that's something that needs to be trained.
Yeah, I definitely think it has to be trained. But like, I don't know. The lucky slash unlucky part about playing Akatsuki is that you have to train yourself to be able to answer these these sort of situations. I had stepped away, but since I have a DM now, since we're talking, obviously, I'll drop the Yuzu stuff that somebody pointed out to me. There are a couple videos that I can send you that will probably help.
Oh, it's cool. I've been reading over the a lot of the guides that Osugare,
Oh, also
that
good A?
yeah,
Yeah,
Osugare. He wrote how to play Yuzu, and in that way, just like once you know how Yuzu plays, you can just derive your answers from that, which actually helped a lot more than the general anti-Yuzu guide I read.
yeah.
Yeah.
He specifically did a video. He sent me a video with a couple simulations to pay attention to that I pull from.
Uh,
Then there's obviously like other things like and then when I talked to Tari at, I think it was Combo Breaker this year, if she's used a certain amount of slashes and she's up backing, like if you're in the range where like dash Tatsu, the second hit will hit her in the air, you can actually just decide to Tatsu sometimes and it'll anti-air you. It feels risky and it feels dumb to do, but like it is a thing that you have to do because dash C is obviously like too low
yeah,
to
yeah.
hit her there.
No, yeah, I can actually
Um,
visualize the situation when she uses up certain marks, and you realize like her cancels have kind of been run out.
evaporated.
Yeah, and then she can't really
Yeah.
confirm off some other hits.
Yep. I'm not as good at being able to recognize that, but like I just tunneled my stuff into shooting fireballs through slashes and really just trying to play around her parry because I've mentioned this before. You
Yeah,
can there's a range where you can just shoot fireballs at her, and even if she parries it, like if you do a dash up, as long as you aren't an idiot and jump, you can just block that. Like you don't get anything, but you've closed the space and she's more negative than usual.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
But sorry, we kind of went on a tangent. I know you're trying to watch the Byakuya VOD. There's two sets, as I mentioned before.
Yeah.
There's this one that I'm pretty sure I lose 3-1, or 3-2 or something. And then there's the second one that I win, 3-1.
Right.
There's also a set, I don't think I put it in the Juushichi versus online thing yet. I played a, yeah, he TR'd me off of that.
Oh, right.
I played a Tatsu Boys. I fucked up my cancel on IW, so I think I lost that round for that.
Yeah,
I tried
you
to air him. But there are two sets of me versus Gossada Chaos.
Oh, I actually
from
saw that. That
right
was
before Red Bull.
later down on. I saw him when I was looking through the.
Oh no,
Hubs.
not
Oh,
from
new ones?
July, not from when I went to New York. This was online only. I
Ah.
played a first to 7 and a first to 10 later with him. I'll drop that in Jushichi because I have some playlists on my thing too. There's me playing offline, and then there is not in videos. It's the tab after that at the top.
Ah,
So
right, playlist. Oh,
there's
right, right.
playlists. Yeah. I haven't thrown them in there yet, but I saw those when I was searching for them. But I have a first to 7 and a first to 10 against Gossado from I think weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, it's really nice that you keep a lot of his stuff organized. It's so easy to look through all of this.
Yeah, I try my
Yeah.
best because especially since this was before ITTN started doing recordings and stuff, you would see Squish It Majors, but that was the only Akatsuki that you saw. So I was like, well, if I have the ability to record, I might as well, throw everything up so people can, get some ideas where I wasn't able to before.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a period of notes and scenario Akatsuki at the beginning of UNIST before the console. And then there's like a dead period, and you see Squish, and then Itonton and stuff. And then there are like all the rare Akatsukis that pop up on stream every now and then.
Yeah, luckily Katatobi is very active on the Okayama streams, and I think uh, the Fantasia YouTube is also updating pretty frequently too. So he plays often, I think, against. I know he plays against Mika. I think he plays against Byakuya a lot too. So you might want to peep that. He plays against Eltonum, which is a very weak matchup for me. I'm very bad against that character. And some others too.
That's pretty interesting. I think Eltonum is actually one of Akatsuki's better matchups.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. But yeah, I know that there's also like a lot of personal bias because I know like some people struggle with other matches than others are fine with. Like I'm actually super comfortable with the Hyde matchup now, but I know some people hate it to death. Ooh.
I got disconnected. My bad.
Oh, that's cool. That was a pretty interesting interaction. I saw you do a jump A to check him, and then that was actually pretty nice when you know that he can't actually go anywhere, so you just block him with a jump to C, because he
Yep.
can't even stop you.
Yep. There's nothing you can do. You can air throw off of that, but J2C obvious. Oh, and he's counter hit state as you saw.
Yeah.
Throughout that whole launching duration.
Yeah.
So you can just check him by going up there. I think I probably dropped this route though, if I remember correctly.
That was actually a good instant understanding of the situation. Well, like you saw him do the web set, and you just go, "I'll just jump to see him,"
Mhm.
because there's nothing else he can do.
Yeah.
Even if he just like not flipped, he would have got hit.
Yep. He was just locked in. There was nothing he could do.
One of the things I've liked to mix up when I'm doing off the Bitatsu stuff is actually like jump 6C whiff into throw stuff now. It's kind of weird at the time,
Uh,
but I see people like flinch so hard on the jump 6C, and then I
yeah,
mix it up with other buttons.
it's super plus too. Oh, that late shield, if you don't mind going back, I
Yeah, yeah,
did Tatsu second hit CS
yeah.
into falling JC. I'm very bad at the timing, but like you, even on shield, you're +1 to +2. So like, especially against lower button characters, you
Oh,
should be
yeah.
smashing 5A or smashing 5B. I've deliberately started doing that. So like Tatsu, because a lot of people block the double overhead now.
Yeah,
So it's like, and some of the better players or the more familiar players will green shield the first one so they can guard shield the falling JA and guaranteed punish you.
yeah.
Um, but falling J6C and falling JC will also beat, they'll counter hit fuzzy 5As that try to anti-air you, like, or try to fuzzy you if you're going low or you're going throw.
Right,
Um,
okay. Yeah, I
so
didn't know
there's
it was
there's a
plus.
interesting yeah there's an interesting counterbalance there. J2C I think is maybe as +2 to +3. Not J2C, sorry, J6C.
Yeah.
And JC I think is just +1. You can also, if you're really being a memer, you can just delay J23 or 214B. So you can delay Bitatsu off of that too, the air version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
there's a bunch of silly options that you can do. You can also do really low JAs if they're not shielding that are still plus. So there's a nice tricky option tree off of that you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm well aware of the initial layer ones, but I wasn't really aware of their specifics. It's really nice to know.
Yeah,
I
they're really
also
useful.
yeah, I also normally get tilted when they shield assault jump succeed. It's just like I'm too used to pressing a button too early, so I missed it because of the increased landing recovery, and then I don't do
Yep,
anything.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that too. So like a lot of the time I'll just smash 4A unless it pushes back too far. Or you can actually smash 4B too. You just
Yeah.
have to train yourself to confirm like into 2C or whatever route you end up wanting to do after that.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. When he does the web flip in the corner, he does the web set. I think at this point you could have actually just dash DP'd anyway, because that wasn't gonna come active out fast enough.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure. I know web has like the weird change shift interactions. Like it's based on your throw vulnerability of
Hmm.
web can hit. So on wake up, that's why it doesn't hit you meaty.
Yep.
But you're like if you change shift, you get hit by web meaty. But
Yeah.
yeah, this web wasn't set yet.
Yeah. The reason why like especially at that distance, I wasn't sure even if he hopped over me, if by switching sides it was going to force me to block it. And backstepping there still locks you into, it's there, it's small but it's there, there's backstep recovery. So it's just like if you are locked into backstepping there you might not have time to actually confirm the punish on the other
Actually,
side. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna sit here because I CS'd and I'm going to buffer this 2-2C that he guaranteed cannot escape. So I'll delay it just in case he wants to delay his hop there. If he doesn't do anything and I'm just like buffering 2-2, then he lands into a bad spot and like I can just do something else. But I wanted to specifically prepare 2-2X because I know I can get a confirm off of it too. I
right.
think I dropped it though. I'm pretty sure I dropped it, but the theory is there at least.
Yeah, I was actually thinking maybe TKB Tatsu would have worked, but I'm not sure how that would have. You might got interrupted by web.
Um, I think I would have gotten hit by the web
Yeah,
because it is 9 frames, but you have to keep in mind the
yeah.
jump spot. So it's 11. So like that web is going to be active by then.
Yeah.
think you can do neutral jump here too, but I think I did back jump just to make sure I didn't whiff. To try to pick up off of this counter hit to 2C. Yeah. And because I did back jump, he fell.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to pick it up. If I did neutral, he would have fallen into it. Oh, if you want to scale back a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
There was a situation where he poked out, and then he did like delay 5C. That was to catch Tatsu. That would have hit my Tatsu.
Ah.
This was after I think 2B.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah, block 2B. Yeah.
You get hit by 2B and then he just hits you with 5C and then he messes up the confirm.
No,
Another
so
one.
let's see. He messed up the confirm off of the 2B.
Yeah.
And then he hits and like there's another drop. So if you go a little bit further past that. So go ahead and just play it from there. After he drops the hit a couple times. You don't have to play it in slow-mo. You can just play it regularly. So he blocks the assault. I think he successfully pokes out after I tried to. Yep, okay. So he pushes out there with the Rekka.
Right.
The walk back 5C was to hit Tatsu.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Hang on, let me just go back to that one. Oops. Ah, okay. But wouldn't Tatsu still hit if you...
Because it's not active immediately, and 5C is like pretty active. Even if it trades, I don't get anything off of it. He specifically walked back because if he knows that because like walk back forces Tatsu sometimes to just whiff. So if he walks back from a certain distance, Tatsu will just whiff and I'll eat shit. He'll hit me for it. So he's checking dash Tatsu specifically there.
Right. Yeah, I would have thought that it seemed like he walked back a bit too long. If you were to just challenge right after the Rekka.
Yeah. But that's a little bit dangerous because if he just continues to Rekka, he has CS here.
Yeah, that's true too.
So if I challenged the Rekka too much, he was going to just delay Rekka a little bit. Or if I tried to challenge immediately, he was going to delay Rekka a little bit and I would have eaten shit. At that point, that's the round. If he hits me there with that Rekka...
he's gonna do a side swap and then all this other stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah,
max resources.
he probably was going to... Yeah, max resources, so like CSBO, etc. Like, I was going to lose the round if I got hit there. I should have lost the round because he hit me twice already, but like, you know, stuff happens. And then I believe I timed him out. Or he got hit like at the end or something.
He just went for a gamble.
Yeah.
I think at that point he was very hard to win. Byakuya doesn't do like a lot of damage really fast.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time for him to do it. So he tried to check my dash just in case I wanted to do a thing. And if I know I'm going to kill you and I don't have to spin meter, I'll just smart steer. I don't make it I don't make it complicated. I'm just gonna hit A bunch of times.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, so I think from here he gets a little bit more aggressive with the round starts. One of the reasons that you'll see me wait more frequently is because... Oh, did I do the... Nope, I dropped it. I don't like that route because I feel like I can do a better route, but You'll
Off
take it.
off the crush.
Yeah. No, not the crush. The route before that, where I counter hit. With I counter hit 2C. You can get a
Ah, right.
much better pack up. You can do like a rebeat pickup into some other cool stuff.
I
Yeah.
feel like that was like you just reacted to it and you're like, hang on, I got to make the most of this.
Yeah, basically. I've been trying to train myself to do a better combo off of that, but I did not.
I think you can
And then
do
that
like
one,
dash 5B 6B into stuff, can't you? Yeah.
yes, you can do something even better than that. But again, I haven't practiced the situation because unlike Squish was the one that got me using 2C the way that I used it there. Because when I played him in the mirror, I was just like, what the fuck? I can't do anything about this goddamn button. He's just sliding in and hitting me. And when I started playing Sakanto, who is a newer Akatsuki from Ohio, uh, he was like doing a lot of dash 2B, a lot of dash 2C against like me trying to space him out in 5B.
Yeah.
Because like even Akatsuki can't stop Akatsuki from just dashing at him, like not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I got hit by that so many times. I was just like, oh, okay, I need to start doing this now.
Right. Yeah. 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 I've actually been noticing that a lot as well. It feels especially good against Aurier sometimes.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes, it does. Clipping her, it feels so good because she just walks back from you. Otherwise, it sucks.
And I've actually like counter hit Frost of it, and it feels really good.
Oh, I haven't done that yet. I've done neutral jump J6C to hit a thrust, and that felt really good though. Yeah, I was playing surprisingly well in New York, at least up to that point before I beefed it against Fox up tournament.
I know like 246A counter hits kind of weird on the spacing. Just like getting the
Oh,
confirm off it.
236A. Yeah. It's ironically a lot easier to confirm from distance.
Yeah.
Like, if you're about a dash length away. I actually found out, like, even in EL, that if you hit somebody if you do like 236A round start and you get a perfect dash, if it hits them, yeah, that's the web set that's a little bit more difficult. It's harder to 2-2C on reaction, and he places the web right on top of you, so it hits your recovery. But from round start, like if it hits them and you get a perfect dash 5B, it will link, so you get a confirm. Um, that one I probably could have. Oh, you were talking about in the corner off the counter hit. In that situation, I think you have to confirm with meter. You have to make that decision. It's too hard to do otherwise because everything's too slow.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. That was like the
you have
perfect
to,
spacing where you're just not sure if like you're gonna get that far B, or you're in that sweet spot where you can't dash far B and you can't like dash C.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to CS. You have to CS dash C, or you have to do like EX cancel. You get a good combo off of 214C, but like, are you really gonna 214C? You know, you have to do the weird walk back to keep them in the corner and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh god, that combo's whack.
That combo is really funny. I like hitting people with it, but like, I'm almost never ready to do it because it's so esoteric. It does like a shit ton of damage. It does basically like 4K, but um it's still like weird because you have to hold 4 the whole time that like Citatsu is happening. to make sure that you keep them in the corner by body blocking them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
You gotta like walk back, and then you gotta react to when you take one step back, and then you get to close B into stuff.
yep, yep,
Yeah, I saw you do it, and I saw you drop it, so I just labbed it myself, and I remembered how wacky it was last time I labbed it.
yeah. I forgot who I successfully I tried to do it to like somebody shooting a fireball.
That was
I think
Mario.
it was like
I
a
was when I
weak.
was watching your Mario matches, or was it Peke?
Oh yeah, it might have been Peke. I did it too.
Yeah, I was just like, hang on, was that? I saw it, and I was just like, why did he do that? That was too fast to be a reaction. It was like the twitchest reactions where you saw the charge fireball, and she pauses for a
Yeah,
second, and you just did it, and it just blew my mind. I would have thought
yeah.
you would have done it later, but I think the
Oh
worst
no!
one.
As
Yeah,
soon as the fireball was coming out, I was just like, because Phonon literally can't do anything. Like
yeah.
any EX just gets blown up by Citatsu there. So it's a bit more tenable. But
That's
the
right. Her
thing,
DP the
Phonon.
projectile, isn't it?
Yep. I saw Sumo-san Vacant Shift one on Twitter. Um, he did like some weird setup where he like did a safe jump or something because it's 3 frames projectile involved, and like her DP I think is like
8.
+7.
I think it's 9
Is it
frame
8?
startup. It's 1+8.
Yeah, 1+8. So like as soon as you see the flash and you just put in 214X or 214C, she just dies. It's great.
Yeah, I think the worst ones are the anti-air projectile ones, and then you just like you see the photon doing EX fireball in the air off the normal fireball cancel. So it
Hmm.
does like air fireball into air EX, and you're just like, I'm gonna do C Tatsu, and then gonna bounce too high. There's no way this combo is working.
Yeah. If they made the Air C version better, like if you fell faster or something, like that would make it useful, but it and like 21 J214A are the worst fucking moves in his entire kit. They are literally useless moves.
I think it'd be pretty cool if like J214A just gave you a straight up knockdown or something.
Something. I mean, it'd be pretty cool if it wasn't fucking -6 for no reason.
That's true.
Like, there are a lot of things that you could do to make that move not dog shit, but none of those things happened in this version. So it's
And
just
it'd
like,
make air
okay.
parries actually like a good idea too for how high risk they are. You get jack all.
Uh,
Uh,
well, I think with air parry, it's like okay, but like the punch parry ruins things so much because like even the normal like anytime you get the punch out versus like characters that for some reason you didn't air throw instead, um the combo off of that from any height that's not like double jump height, which is the one that I think Killamine did,
yeah.
where you can like parry and then I think you do falling JB into like neutral falling JB into some other stuff. Is parry 214A, late cancel J236C, and then you can do like running 5A 5C to pick up.
Yeah, I
But
saw those
like
ones.
that combo, yeah, that combo does nothing. It does like 1800. It sucks. So you can't even use because of the stupid ass proration from air fireballs. You can't even use how good the proration of the air parry you get. It just immediately tanks through both of those shitty moves. It just feels really bad.
Yeah.
But I still almost killed JJ with it in tournament. I just dropped the thing. I felt so bad. Because he played Phonon against me and I almost beat him in tournament. He's been like a long demon for me too. A long standing demon. But sorry, that was another tangent.
No, it's good. Like we did talk about some interesting stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this set. I'm about to eat shit for like 3 straight games. This was like a bunch of near misses for me 3-0 TG in this set. But I think he pulls it back like with a bunch of clutch moments. So there's probably a lot of teachable moments in the back half of this set because I
Yes.
kind of ran over him in the first 2 games. I missed the far 5B there. You probably know by now, I'm specifically using B fireballs versus backstep because it
Yeah.
catches the recovery of just about every backstep.
Oh yeah, yeah, and plus if you get it on hit, like it's still decent reward. You get to knock down, you stash at them.
Yeah.
I've been trying to like implement B fireballs as well. Like sometimes it's like it's a great fame advantage. I'm just gonna try and fish for something because I
Yeah, they're
find like
still
the
plus.
reward.
They're just not plus enough. Haha, I love that jump A, jump B. It's
Yeah.
so funny every time. Um, it's still plus. It's just not plus enough for you to realistically do anything off of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just timed him out there. I had to spin EX because I was too close to get the plus frames off of that. I think I did like 2A, 2A, close to B fireball. So I had to EX cancel that. Otherwise, you're still in recovery and you're gonna eat shit.
I have a gut feeling that if you get hit, maybe you can just like lay on the ground and then still be okay.
Oh no no no! I meant like I EX canceled specifically.
To
This
not.
is the grounded EX to
Yeah,
not get
yeah,
punished.
yeah, yeah. What I mean is like it was like only 10 seconds left. I think with
Oh
such a
yeah,
huge
that's
HP
true.
lead, you didn't have to really spend it.
That's true.
Because that
I
would mean
think
like
my
two
my
full combos, and then on top of that, you can just lay on the ground as well for like an extra 3 seconds after the combo.
yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I'm
the only thing like, it'd be crazy if they buff Byakuya to give him standing resets off web. I hope that's a terrible dream.
yeah. Actually, he had a yeah. He didn't have enough time, but he had a lot of resources coming with the cycle. Yeah, if I laid on the ground, I think I was still fine. But Akatsuki, I feel like doesn't spend a whole lot of meter unless you really feel like throwing away meter for like keeping Tatsu safe for taking a risk.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like his
Um,
EXs just aren't really that useful too much apart from certain situations. So you just end up being a battery.
yeah, I'm still trying to figure out like a good meter equation. But like cashing out on Kamikaze is so good because it's literally his best knockdown that you can get safe jumps off of. That like I end up just keeping 200 around just because I know I'll get it. But I think sometimes I want to spend C Fireball a little more. It's just weird because unlike other characters who like well other characters I think specifically being Wagner and Hyde in this case, their EX cancels are so functionally good because like Wagner is right next to you on +9 and Hyde like
That's his
just kind of
turn.
runs at you.
It's just like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
that's my
his
turn.
turn guaranteed. Where like Akatsuki, unless he's doing like really close C fireballs, like if he's doing Tatsu C fireball, you can push him out to force like a dash that's negative. And like his plus frame button is like 2B or 5B, and depending on the spacing, if you just smash it, you'll whiff and you'll die. So it's just like, well, I don't feel good using my plus frames here, but I think sometimes you just have to do it.
I think it's just sometimes you. I feel like it's just like a reassurance to your previous decision. Like sometimes you just want
Yeah,
to beat Tatsu and it's just like, oh, it didn't work. Well, I guess I better use Fireball there or something. But I don't think like just
yeah,
you don't really have a desire to just use that meter. It's more of just circumstance of they blocked or whatever.
yeah. I think I've been trying to turn my opinion around to doing it, but it feels really bad, especially because of the situation that I'm going to describe. I've been doing random 6Bs more, and from time to time, I've just been canceling them into like if I see a block and I confirm a block, I've just been doing C Fireball to make it safe, or make it plus rather than safe. But the shitty thing is because the fireballs are too high, if you accidentally hit somebody with 6B and then you EX cancel it, you don't have enough time to pick up. So you've just wasted meter for no reason, and you're probably getting punished through the recovery of that. Because they're just gonna delay wake up through your fireballs. So it's just like
I feel like it's kind of like the Byakuya situation where it's kind of rough to really react to whether it hit or not, because otherwise if you react too late you get the ground fireball and they DP for you. It's kind of like 6B
yeah,
itself where it's just like, yeah, you might be able to react to the 6B hitting, but then if by the time you react to the 6B hitting or not, you do the EX fireball, then they can DP through that.
exactly. And even then, like if the 6B hits, you like the reward on the overhead is so bad in relation to everything else that it just feels fucking awful. Because you know you lost meter, and like at best you were going to get some 2600 damage combo or some shit. Like it's just.
Yeah, one of the things I
Ugh.
actually noticed is that you gamble on that way too early in the cycle. And that was
Um.
not in like you haven't really done it in this set, but I noticed in when you were playing against the other sets, you would get the grid, and then you're like, it's only 1/4 through the cycle, but you're already fishing for that 6B, so you end up forcing to use your chain shift.
Oh, that's something I haven't really ever paid attention to. So that's good that you've noticed that. Um, I think my cycle management is okay, but sometimes I think I give up the game too early. So yeah, that's one thing that I have to be cognizant of is paying more attention to my decisions in the cycle.
Yeah, but I think it's like a two-sword thing because like when you use the cycle, you can't build any more grid. So it's just like,
Yep,
do I use it early so I can like try and get it again, or do I
yep,
just hold on to it, keep my pressure tight, keep my pressure safe, and then maybe just use it as a Hail Mary or something like that?
yeah. I think after getting grid broken here, I just tried to bite on a couple things. I got hit by a counter hit 5C, so like my life bar got deleted here. I'm pretty sure TG's not gonna drop this.
I just get thrown. Yeah, it happens. Oh no, that was like the biggest gamble. Just running up doing parry on him.
Yeah. I'm sad I had to do 2 dashes there. That was almost certainly not on purpose.
Okay.
I don't know what I was doing, but that was probably not the intended. The same thing versus like I did 2 dashes before that, to confirm him flipping over. I wanted to do one long dash into reverse input Bitatsu to hit him coming on the other side.
Wait, I'm
And
gonna
that's
go.
one thing you can do. That's one thing that you can do against side swapping characters, or if you happen to run under someone, is you just input like you're going to do a running fireball. So when you've confirmed that they've crossed over,
Yeah, you
you
get the
get
buffer.
a you get the buffer to the other side.
Yeah, that's actually good to know. I know about it. I never really thought about using it.
Yeah, so right there, I wanted to do an extended dash because I knew I would have been able to anti-air him on the other side, but the second dash, I didn't confirm it fast enough because I could have caught him before he landed.
Right. And then you get caught out, trying to dash block out.
Yep. Fuzzy dash blockabare, as certain people in our community say. That was a good frame trap 6xb too, because that was like the first time that I had seen him do that.
Yeah, that
I
was the
think,
first time he's done it all set.
Yeah, it hits on frame 8, I'm pretty sure too. It's like really fast. No, it might be 10, but it's like fast. Oh, I didn't die from that.
It's
That's funny.
it's 9 frames, but it like might be like 1 or 2 frames of movement.
So I got annoyed by him 5Bing, but you can actually hit the recovery of 5B if you're like really good, or if you're a big, gigantic brain genius, you can 5A if you think they're going to smash 5A, and you just hit their extended hurt box before it's out, since your 5A is 5 frames.
Yeah, Byakuya
I
actually
try
does
to,
have a lot of recovery. I'm just looking for the frame data, and it's just like 20 frame recovery on 5B is pretty big.
yeah. What's the one on 2B? I've definitely like CS'd after seeing his like 2B or 2C
17.
and just six. Yeah, I've 6 succeed through it and counter hit him and killed him. It's like funny because you get the 6 6B 6 6C 214A whiff into the dash fire 5B like 6B combo. You get like a bunch of stuff like that. It's super funny if you're able to CS through the recovery of a move and just kill him for it.
Yeah, I'm surprised how much recovery he has. It does look like it.
I mean, he needs to, considering that he can late delay rebeat like literally everything.
Yeah,
Nana says the same way. She has like a surprising amount of recovery on her normals, but she also can delay cancel all of them, or she can stagger all of them basically. Well, five A is the exception. That one has a really bad window.
I mean, Nanase is a matchup where I personally feel really uncomfortable with. Not because I haven't played against
Yeah,
her enough, but like I see a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, Akatsuki just shitstomps Nanase," and I'm just confused as hell. My only Nanase experience is like a guy who subs Nanase and Zawa, so
yeah.
yeah, I don't have a
Big
good frame of
differences.
reference.
I'm pretty sure people say that because like Squish has the framework. Like he put out the video that you can parry basically literally everything she does. But in practice, I find that like I'm constantly getting like out zoned and out footsied by like 5B.
5B, I think a
And
5C is a pretty good button as well, like just that horizontal
yeah,
slash, and it reaches far.
yep.
2B,
Her
2C are quite
2B
good.
is one of the most annoying buttons in her arsenal too, because you can't walk back out of everything. So like you're mixed between like having to chase her down because she's going into the air and setting, J236B
Yeah,
and like moving off of it, or she's setting up plus frames from a distance with 236A or
yeah.
J236A. So like on the baseline, it's actually pretty difficult to navigate what she's doing, but like it's kind of smoke and mirrors because her frame data isn't amazing enough to cover it where it's too suffering, and that's where like movement and them just doing random shit helps cover it. Like Zawa has a very thorough game plan, and like he's notoriously difficult to anti-air too. I haven't had a chance to play him, but I watched Squish play him. And I've seen people talk about like how hard it is to try to anti-air.
Yeah, that was actually my biggest problem when I played against Zawa as well. I played 2 sets against him, and I could not like his force function movement was really good. He'd
Yep.
actually get into the dead zones of like 2-2B and stuff when he put me in the
Yep.
corner, and it was really rough. Like even
Yeah.
dash blocking out, it kind of felt not good.
Yeah, Neon and some of the other Nanaseis have gotten good at doing that. Like Neon in particular has been doing like force function patterns that are deliberately there to make you feel like you can DP and then you just eat shit because you whiff and you die. It's just like, oh, this sucks. But the answer is to just kind of Tatsu them. Especially, it's funny to think about it, but because of how high the second hit is, you really just should Tatsu that character a lot. Um, you know, it just ends up working that way that one of the best moves in the game is the move that you use to destroy a lot of really dumb things. Like you can also, if they're trying to follow behind the ground fireball, you can just unless they do the charge version, you can 214A or 214B over top of them. So like That's like a very baseline thing to like knowledge check a Nanase because they feel so smart for setting that fireball, and then you just dash Tatsu like over
Right.
their recovery. It's just like, oh, okay, nice fireball, but you died for it. Like, good job. You
Yeah,
weren't
yeah,
paying
yeah.
attention.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't had enough experience to really start doing the wacky options. Because it feels
Yeah,
like you need to do the wacky options. There's gaps to do the wacky options you wouldn't be able to do in other matchups.
yeah, definitely.
Oh wow, I'm actually like bothered by the RVE where the V is like lower than the R and the E. It's not aligned.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Damn, now that you've pointed that out, that bothers me now. Yeah, but like that round start assault JC is so hard to deal with. Like for a character that doesn't move very well, it's like really surprisingly annoying how good just like random assault JC is. It was one of the things that I've always been impressed by like watching Clear Lamp is like how he threads the needle, because like there's realistically no threat there. Like dash C is like okay, dash B is all right, but like where he assaulted from, there's no normal that hits there. Like that is the thing that does it. But like the way that Byakuya moves and places himself, like that's just kind of a natural dead zone. It's really weird, and a lot of stronger Byakuya players use that to great effect.
Alright, you mean just in the matchup?
Just in general, like
Oh.
if you watch him versus like Hishigata or like even Kure, if they're just standing there, he'll run up from like two character spaces away and assault JC you, and it's blocked and it's plus frames, and it's just like, wait, what? How the hell did I let that through? But like
Right.
it just
Yeah.
happens. He just
Yeah.
does it. It's like it's crazy. He's like one of the few characters that I feel like really gets away with that. Line is another one, but like because of Kuga, that changes the dynamic of things, of course. Same thing with Full. And Yuzui as well,
Oh
but
no.
Yuzu has threats from that range.
Uh, I saw the air B touch to end there, now everything's gone to shit.
You know? Oh no, that was intentional, but he forward teched.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like, well, I'll see what he's going to do because this will carry, and I'm lazy, and I was an idiot, and that is the that is the prime reason why you never use that ender.
Like
And now I'm in the corner and I'm dying.
I found like the most minute justification for Air Bitatsu Endo is just that it has like a different sort of ground bounce
Yeah,
where you can get like a longer, like at certain parations you get a more guaranteed ground knockdown than normal one, but your combo has to be like 20% paraded or something like that.
yeah.
It's pretty dumb.
It's really weird. Yeah, Kamine, please fix that. Please, 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 please do something about fucking Tatsu Ender. Please. It's so awful. Were the players in Japan even doing that? Because like I feel like they don't.
Air Tatsu or
For
Tech Forward?
teching air Tatsu. Tech forward.
Some.
Yeah,
Not they
not a
don't
lot of
really.
them do it. Yeah,
Uh,
not really.
Only yeah, because they don't have enough. They don't have as much Akatsuki experience. I
Yeah.
know. Notes did it to me once.
Yeah, Notes plays
Yeah.
Akatsuki, so he would have to know.
Yeah, Notes did it to me once. Ryusei did it once, but then I don't think he was paying enough attention, so he just kept backteching and then just getting into more pressure.
Yeah.
B-Man does it a lot. B-Man
Yep.
is B-Man is. I don't understand. I I don't like B-Man took my Hyde matchup knowledge and threw it out the window.
The funny thing was, because I think Beeman went to Evo. I didn't get a chance to play against Beeman, but I think Sakanto wasn't there. I think Johnny Salami played him, and maybe Squish played him, and they were like, "Yeah, playing Beeman, nothing in particular was like special there." But like, I think it's different because we have people like Infinity that really, really push you, and like Beeman's good, but like Infinity, I think layers a lot more interesting things on top of you, and then like Isaac is insane, so you have to pay attention to a lot of things when you play against both of them. It, Hyde is like a weird character. I don't like fighting that character very
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Like I feel that the difference between the hides I play locally and B-Man is that the hide players I play locally play very methodically. They use the options that are good on paper. But Hyde, I feel like he has such a vast tool set that
Yeah,
he
he's a
can just do
fucking
a
monkey.
lot of yeah. He's the monkiest character in the game. He can do so much stuff that'll just mess you up. And I was not prepared for that against B-Man. Like I felt like he
Yeah,
wasn't particularly strong, but he had pretty
he
much
was
the chimp
weird.
stuff down. He had the chimp stuff down.
Yeah, yep.
Like he would run up to me and
How,
do jump A, and then I wasn't prepared, so I stood block jump A because I was just moving forward, and then he'd
mhm.
do the jump air fireball at like a
Yeah, he do
specific
pogo.
spacing. Yeah, he'd pogo, and the pogo would bounce off at the perfect angle to make my DP whiff, and I'm just like, I'm so confused at what's going on here. And now he's plus.
Yeah. I heard that the answer to that is you can, I think, parry or like shield the second hit of pogo. Like you can shield it or you can neutral jump like with him if he's pogoing, and you just like force him to eat shit for that. But it's really really weird to encounter it for the first time.
Yeah.
But like because of I think people like Dineko or Muteki Miyagi now, so many hides in America just like run at you and just fucking JA. Like they'll just do it. I was like, what are you doing? This is so stupid. But like if you're able to stand shield like any part of it, they just get obliterated because they're locked into the recovery. But like that like rising JA or like rising JA, falling JA, or like rising JA pogo is really really annoying to deal with. And then there's like hide players that now like run up and just fucking wreck you. Like they'll just do run up 214. It's just like, huh? Like what what are you doing? So yeah, like that character's a monkey. Mika. I know you played Libikichi probably, and
No,
there are
Libikichi
a
was
couple
fine.
other.
Libikichi is normal. Libikichi is
Yeah,
okay. I played against Umaku, and
yeah,
I was just like,
Umakuma.
I could tell this guy was just having fun.
Yeah, he was having a blast. If you
I
if you ever have a chance to play against Coolin Sweet, oh my god. If you ever want to like poke around, because I played net play, when I'm not getting shit on by Kyo's Gordo, like there's the Juchichi in Japan series. I created a playlist for it. Um, I played Cool and Sweet, and that was like he had the most like weird ass fucking gimmicks that I've ever seen. Where I'm just like, what is this character doing? He had like the air assault forward charge JC like whiff into 360. He had a bunch of like really really weird fucking like things. And there was like another Mika that I played at KSB where he ran at me and I was just like, all right, he's gonna like do a normal, and so I backstepped and he 360'd my backstep because it's a throw. Of course it should, but like it blew my mind the first time. I was like, wait, you running 360'd me?
think he
And
just
he
ran
looked
all
at
the way,
me.
chased your backstep, and then 360'd you.
Yeah, and 360 me. And he looked at me and smiled. I was like, this motherfucker. It was so smart. It was so good. But I was just like, oh my god, I've never seen this before. So there's a lot of interesting styles that you'll find too.
Yeah, I think Mika's was the most drastic one. I mean, between Libikichi and just Umaku already, it blew my mind. I felt like I could handle I was more comfortable against Libikichi than I was against Umaku.
Yeah, Libikichi does like just a lot of really good undernight things. And like he obviously puts Mika's style on it. And like he's very good at like doing basically anything that a good uni player needs to be able to do. and he knows how to clown. He can definitely turn it up and clown you too. But like generally, he's just not going to do that. Umakuman is just like, I'm gonna zoom around in the air, I'm gonna like fucking dash see you, I'm gonna like do all of this stuff. You're just like, oh god.
Yeah, yeah,
If
that
you're
was the
not
first
ready,
thing.
you're just gonna get run over.
Yeah, I sat down the plane for the first time, and the first thing he did was just dash C. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen that move in 1.5 years.
The funny thing about that is like it's as fast as the other overheads are, but it's so bad on block. Like I think even on shield they can't CS it. It's like awful. But like yeah, it's weird because you don't encounter it for a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it was playing like we were playing a team tournament, and I was just watching over his matches, and I don't know what would make you think that jump into EX Mika Missile and then do the cross up version is a smart idea at the start of a round, but apparently it worked, and I didn't know how to feel. Yeah, like Tamika players in Japan, just in general, are just really wacky. I think they were the most wackiest set of players I've ever seen.
Yeah, they have a lot of love for being clowns,
Yeah,
as we like to call them. They're having their best life. They're living their best life, playing a pretty funny character. So
I think the only other ones were actually I only ever got to play one world, which is Shinonome.
oh, you didn't even get to play Shacho?
He wasn't there, I think.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So yeah, and I didn't get to play Shacho, but Shinonome was pretty wild.
Yeah, I heard that he's pretty wild. He's like the number 2 or number 3 walled, right?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Actually, I might just look it up right now. But yeah, I played like 10 sets against him, and then I felt like it just went down to just Clownville.
yep. I mean that matchup honestly feels like not that I even get to play it that much. It honestly feels like am I able to anti-air this jumping fucking character? If not, then like I'm just gonna get clowned on.
Yeah, he's ranked 12.
12, okay.
Oh, I played against Kaji as well. I didn't play his world though. I don't think he mains
Uh,
world.
what character did you play of his?
I don't actually remember. I know he was there, and I definitely played him, but I don't remember what character he played. It was only one set.
Hmm.
Yeah, he played like 5 or 6 different characters throughout the weekend.
Yeah, there are a couple players
Yeah.
like that. Did you get to play Satsuko-san? Did he show up?
Who? Uh,
Satsuko?
who was Satsuko? I don't think I did.
Uh, I know he's based in Tokyo. He's not particularly strong or anything. I think he plays Blue Akatsuki, if I'm right.
Oh no, I don't know. Oh no, I didn't play any other Akatsukis. Uh,
Oh,
oh wait,
you didn't
except
know
the
he didn't.
no, I played one Akatsuki in when I went to Saitama, and that's why I played against Markun, and we both just got like shit stomped by yeah, Markun.
Yeah, Makun is pretty crazy.
It actually, I got the first round in the first game off him, and I felt like, yeah, it doesn't feel too well for, and then everything. That was just a warm up round. Everything else went downhill.
Yeah,
Nice guy though, really nice guy. Actually, all like really nice guys.
yeah. The Tokyo scene seems pretty chill. I haven't really gotten to speak with too many of them. Probably the closest ones that I like have talked to at length are Umakuman, of course, Libekichi, and Sonaru. Because Sonaru came to America for Climax last year.
Yeah, yeah, because I was there at home for quite a few days, like 4 days straight. I went to UNIST meets. I did meet quite a few
Mm-hmm.
people. It's actually kind of funny. After UNIST free play was over at Saitama, everyone just started playing Aquapaza and Melty.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a pretty interesting moment. Apparently, they're all really good at these games.
They spend a lot of time in arcades after all. I forget, did Did Hachi come that weekend?
Um, I saw Hachi at Notes' one, and I saw Hachi at Club Seagar, but I didn't. Yeah, yeah. I only saw Hachi on the first 2 days. I didn't get to play her though.
Okay. Yeah, she's really good. Did this drop? I don't know why I did IW here. Maybe because I was going to win the cycle, so it was just like, well, I'll get meter back. Oh, I'm also behind. Okay, that's
Yeah.
why I was losing. I hope he didn't fall out, because you can fall out if you do 2C5 C6C instead of just doing 2C6C. It's easier for
Oh yeah, because of the height
characters to
thing.
fall out.
If you're mid
Yeah,
screen, yeah, because if you do a 2v5 C6C, they're supposed to fall into it. Otherwise, you have to
yeah,
delay and get that massive hitbox. I've had that happen to me before.
yeah.
I don't like doing the 5C if I'm going to do IW. It scares me.
Yeah.
I think that was definitely a miss input for him to do that EX command grab out. It's not real, is it?
No, but
Yeah.
sometimes they'll do it anyway. They know it's not real, but like if you don't meaty them, you will still eat shit. So I'm pretty sure it was intentional. It just wasn't a great decision.
Whoa, that 2B was really good. Is this 2B able to clip Bitatsu? No, I don't think it would because
I think it hits high enough, so sometimes it can.
Bitatsu's low crush properties. Well, low crushes for a long time. It won't be able to hit it.
Yeah, I did A though.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. A1 was really good, but if it was B, then yeah, he would have got shit on.
Yeah.
But then, you know, it's very unlikely you would do B, judging by the game state.
Yeah, because I had no meter. I don't want to get punished for no reason. Sometimes I'll delay a 2-4A to try to counter hit somebody, depending on what their mashing habits are. Because you get a very easy dash up like 2C or 5B2C. I'm sure you already know after you uppercut someone, it's better to do an initial walk back to make sure that they're not going to dash over top of you, or they're not going to tech over top of you. I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that 6-6C got caught by 5B there. And that's what started his combo.
Oh man, does that parry combo actually work when you get up to it?
Let's see. Yes.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure I needed to do 5A.
Right, okay. I think it's something to keep in mind. I've noticed like when I get those kinds of hits, I'm at a loss of what to do, because I know the B-Tatsu won't hit in time.
So, what I probably should have done was just jump again, but I stood blocked that. Yeah. And then he did delay 2B. I was at the end of my dash transitioning into another normal, so I ate shit for that. That's why I wish Akatsuki had a run.
Oh no. Trying to lay him out and he got caught, and that sucks. Okay. I get what you're talking about now.
Yeah. The run, like, I really like the dash, but having the ability to be like Outnum, where you just fucking run at somebody, and then as you see them get up, just hold back and A, would be so useful so I don't have to extend fucking dashes into dash normals if I want to catch back decks and walk backs. It's so annoying to have to do.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And like Elton just running at you, just running at them, and then they jump, and then she just jump air throws them for like 4K.
Yeah, it's just man. Or she just like 3Cs you. She running 3Cs, catches your startup, and then she gets a rejump combo into like reroll this. Well, it's better to just not talk about what other characters have, but I do wish that Akatsuki had run sometimes.
Like personally, I feel Katsuki's dash is fine. It just feels like he gets the short end of a stick of too many things that it sometimes feels frustrating. All of them adding on top of each other. Like
Yeah.
there's bad 6B, bad airthrow ish.
Yeah, the air throw combo is really bad. uh yeah, if he had like the fact that he legitimately has difficulty anti-airing in like a bunch of different spots means, and like it all transitions because like back tech gets people out if you do certain enders. Forward tech gets people out and you have to chase them all over again. Unless he's doing dash tatsu, which is risky. It has a appropriate risk reward, but because it's so focal to like what he has to do to pin people down, it's a lot of like death by cuts that make playing Akatsuki frustrating. And his combos aren't easy either. Like not as good ones.
Yeah, and I feel like on top of that, like other characters have a lot less difficulty putting them into prime positions, like Wagner taking someone full screen, while Akatsuki you want someone in the corner, but you got to struggle.
Yeah.
And then they did a
Or
back
Hyde,
tech.
yeah, Hyde hits somebody and his combo by itself takes you 75% of the screen, and he's strong in the corner too, and he shits damage there too. So it's just like, but characters do have different strengths and weaknesses and all that sort of nonsense. I just wish Akatsuki could leverage his strengths a little better.
Oh yeah, I was lapping the situation from Aurier back teching a throw into a backdash, and I realized that I hate that character.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Back tech backdash, like, because if you try to prepare a fireball, she just jumps it. Like, it legitimately is like maybe one of those matchups that I would recommend, like almost air throw enduring every time until you get her close to corner, because she's so difficult to like pin down. You really just want her, like, you want to push to the corner, of course, but like I think air throw ender and then like JC ender, like ABC
Yeah,
ender, is so important against that character. Like you have to pin her down and like just kill her.
yeah, because you do any other ender,
Otherwise,
then
it's way
she
too hard.
plays her prime game. It's almost like I actually don't feel like Yuzu's too bad because I feel like you can still chase her. It's not good, and you'd rather eat air through all the time because you know that if you do something wrong, everything goes to shit. But it doesn't feel as like, oh, now Aurier plays again. Like you feel like you're better off not giving that damage and just pressing more button. You're making her block instead of letting her eat a throw.
Yeah, exactly. I think yeah, throwing Aurier, like you have to throw her too, because if you delay too much, she starts smashing 5A in your face,
Smashes
and it
5A,
hits really
smashes
far.
2C as well. 2C's button that gives me shits.
2C, 2B, 2B is a lot more annoying than you think it is too. That
Yeah.
button is, because it's 8 frames. It's just like, oh, okay, this sucks. I walked back, like it doesn't hit low. If it hit low, oh my god. But because it's still like really far hitting, it's just like, come on, you know? Oh well, it is what it is though. I was sad, I think, before you paused here. I hit with a 5B, but I didn't expect it to hit, so I was trying to just like hold up just in case I could rebeat into 5A so I could do 8A. But the
Alright.
JA, yeah, the JA in that situation is so good because it's so fucking fast. You just like, okay, you throw it out and you have the ability to change your landing pattern like as much as you want. So he tries to like assault or something, yeah, and you just JA preemptively and shut that down. Unfortunately, the 214A traded and he survived, because if that was a clean hit, he died and the set's over.
Yeah, I figured as much. Oh no.
I think I got greedy. Oh no, I just got thrown. That was a good throw. So this is momentum, and I think it's a one-touch game here. No, one.
No.
It's two more. Never mind. Now it's one because he hit me with force function. So yeah, one missed opportunity or one unlucky trade was the difference between 3-1 and 2-2. That assault again, because dash fire 5C. If he walks back, that whiffs and you eat shit.
Yeah. And it's like assaults are fast enough that it's very hard to react 5cm. You gotta be like literally on point, otherwise you get hit. Even by like the ones that hit you later, because you'd normally be crouching, because you're standing, you just get shit.
Yeah, I hit him with 6-6C fireball. I'm really sad that my so if you go back,
Yeah,
I think,
your
to
A-Tatsu
around
combo
80
with.
seconds. Yeah, I like that combo a lot.
I saw it and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be juicy, and then he dropped it. I was like, I know exactly what you wanted to happen, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because before I started doing that, I never saw like anyone pick up off of stuff like that. And I was like, man, like there are a lot of holes where like more creative usage gets you like so much. Like counter hit, like I didn't transition fast enough, but like that's a combo that I think 90% of other Akatsukis like don't even know about, that you can pick up in those situations.
I'm pretty sure like I saw someone lab it before, and that's why I figured it out. I also seen like the other wacky neutral jump C stuff, and I also like
Go ahead.
I also like the dash into back forward C. So you cancel, so you you do the dash and then you just press back forward, or so you get the 6C instead, and you get like the max range 6C confirm.
Oh yeah, the dash canceled 60.
Yeah.
There's another thing that you can actually do no, because your dash transition naturally goes into that. So you can do I call it boosted, but you're really just using the end of your dash momentum to dash C. That gives you like about 3/4 of a character length more distance when you dash C. So that has the ability to catch people too.
Like instead of like
that
doing
was
it
one of
mid
the-
dash, you do it at the end of a dash, and it makes you go further.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can actually go into training mode and test it real quick. I do extended dash normals off of that all the time. The timing isn't too difficult either. You can also do, because like I hope you're doing Karuto now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can also use the tail end of dashes to extend into Karuto too.
Okay, so it's kind of awkward to test.
Yeah, I think you did it just a second ago. Before you paused, you did what looked like a slightly more extended one.
And then I figure, yeah, I can feel the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sort of feel it. Yeah, I can definitely feel
It ends up feeling pretty natural, because like as an Akatsuki player, yeah, you did it right there.
Yeah, I think I get it.
So like you get like basically a whole character like extended through.
And then,
So like from the distance that you ended, so you're about 3 blocks away from the corner of the screen, which is cut off.
yeah.
If you stand, like you put the axis of your character straight in the middle of that line, the second line, the bolden one, you can just hold forward after your dash. So like you just naturally transition into a walk and you Kara throw off of that. If I had the ability to, because like I was an idiot somehow and misplaced my my laptop charger, I would just stream real quick to do that.
Oh crap.
Actually, sorry, your back
ねえ
foot
どうし
might
たの
have to be on the
早く
line,
続き
not
や
the
ろう
center
よ
point.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought
Yeah, yeah.
Oops.
だからさ
Oh right. Yeah, okay, I got it there. I got it there. I got it there.
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting. I didn't know about that.
Yep. So if you've ever seen me do like I stand in front of somebody and then I walk back slightly, I'm setting up to like 5A, or I'm just going to car throw you forward. So that's a small trick that I use to get throws a lot of the time.
His 5A is really good.
It is. It's gigantic. It's like really, really big.
Yeah, like I've actually been doing 5A anti-ROS instead of like holding up stuff. Instead of 2A, a bar A, I do 5A instead, just because that catches assault as well.
Yeah. So Kanto's gotten really good at like picking up off of that because depending on how close or how far, like sometimes you can do 5A 5C, and 5A 5C allows you the AB 6C route. You obviously don't get a ton of damage off of it. I think maybe at most you get 2100, but like that's still a conversion.
Actually, 5A 5C, I think you still get the AB route, don't you?
Yeah, you do. That's what I mean.
Like
you
the
do 5A 5A 5C, JA JB J6C.
Oh no, you get the
whatever.
delay jump AB 2C stuff.
Oh yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
The neat thing also about JA air to air is depending on how close they are off the hit, you can transition immediately into JA J2C if it air to airs. So you can get full pickups off of that too. That was a thing I learned in EL when I was trying to anti-air Batista because it was impossible otherwise because she couldn't get counter hit. So like your ADP trade combos, which is a thing to say, right?
Yeah.
Your ADP trade combos on the first hit didn't work because you didn't trade and they didn't get counter hit. So
So
you
then
didn't
they
have the
air
increased hit stun.
And then
Yep. So
yeah.
then she air techs.
Yeah.
And you couldn't cancel it either. So I would deliberately, because it was still frame 5 in EL, like force a trade and you get a dash 5B pickup in EL.
Right.
That was a nuance that has disappeared in this version of the game, but 2-2A is so much better now than it used to be that like I can't complain about that at all. Like I love how it interacts now. It's a cheat move.
Yeah, I've actually not been using it enough in chain shift situations.
Yeah, because it blows up throws, and it's 5 frames. It's just like, it's very, very good.
Yeah, my problem with chain shift situations is getting the buffer.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that too. But shit, how long? What time is it? Oh my god, it's 10:40 here. I've been in the call for an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, shit.
All right, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's all
I
good
know
if you gotta
we've,
go.
Yeah, we've gotten on a couple tangents. I'd like to come on and talk to you if you're streaming and I am not at work or in class.
No problem,
more
anytime.
frequently.
Like it's a really good help too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
it's a really
for
good help.
Not a problem. Again, if you have any questions or you have weird situations, I may or may not have an answer for it. If not, I mean, Killamine is an ad away. He's such a fucking good lab monster. Like, I've learned so many interactions from him, and I just tried to refine them into my own kind of style.
Yeah, actually, like what really leveled up my Akatsuki play was that I was used to be the 2C, 6C, B-Tatsu, whatever. I was like, I really started getting into Akatsuki because I started learning the good combos after watching a lot of his tweets, and I was starting to get the rhythm of it just by listening to him. So yeah.
Like when he opened up, oh my god, when he figured out that tip 5B goes to 3100 because you do 5B 2C 6B 66B 6C 214A into the JB J6C route. Like when I found out that that route was available, and like yeah, you still have to worry about forward tech enders, but like that combo does 3100 no bar. You don't need counter hit. It has some of the highest screen carry of like Akatsuki's combos, like period. And that route tree is so accessible from like a million different fucking starters. I was like, yo, you've really like opened it up. Like it's so good. He was like, yeah, I found this. You know, I was just messing around one day and I learned how to do this, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, I didn't realize
You
about
fucked my
this.
whole world up.
Yeah, I actually saw that on one of your matches before, where you did that route. I did it. I was doing the 2C 6C into just the 2C
The
6C into
standard,
the standard one.
yeah, this, yep.
And that's like what 2.7, and then I saw you do like that whole 6B extension. I was like, oh crap! I didn't actually never thought about the dash B into 6C.
Yeah, I didn't either. Like I had been playing this character for so long and I had never even thought about it. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I've been like, and he was one of the ones that helped me bust open how to actually do the sumo ender. Now I can really only consistently do it in the corner on a counter hit, or ironically off of 6B of all things. But like now I'm slowly mixing the sumo ender into my stuff, but a lot of the times I don't go for it because it's still hard. But like if you practice how to do it, because I'm sure that sometimes, especially on high proration starters, so stuff like 2A, like if you're trying to do 2A into the fireball relaunch, there's sometimes you have to omit the 6C at the end of the route. So if you're doing JB Ace or BCA like 5B 6C B Tatsu,
Yeah, because you can't
if
delay it, and they're gonna get sent up too high.
yeah, and
That's what I've
sometimes you
noticed.
can't. Yeah, sometimes you can't 6C at all. Like you have to immediately do far 5B 214B. But if you're practicing the sumo ender, because you're lower to the ground, you have more time that's available to like delay your various parts of the in
Yeah,
combo
yeah,
string.
yeah.
It helps, like just by attempting it and practicing it, it helps solidify all of your other confirms. So it's really really useful. But again, I've extended this talk even though I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Let's
Yeah,
talk again
no
sometime.
problem. Whatever. Thanks, man. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot.
no problem. Take care.
See you, G. Catch you next time. Alright. Now back to Cello. That was actually really good. Let's see. Let me just switch that all around. Right. Alright. Back to looking at this set. That's really actually really interesting. What I've noticed is that that guy's pressure is really good at the layers. It's very scary of trying to find the right time to move forward. Puts you on edge a lot. Right. Let's see. Okay. But I think the max range of 2C, 5C, this is basic stuff of, is he blocking? Okay, it's not blocking. Whoops. That 5C goes further than 2C. Does it? 'Cause that moves him slightly forward. Is it? It doesn't. It does, it does, it does. It's slowly moving forward. Okay, so at about this far, foot to the line, that hits. Foot to the line, that hits. Okay, foot about at the end of grid cycle, still hits. Foot about end of grid cycle, still hits. Still hits, just like a bit past the grid cycle. Yeah, so 5C is further. So you gotta watch out for 5C when he's doing delay cancel still. But kind of range. I don't think 5C leads to anything for Byakuya. So this sort of range, maybe it's safe to challenge. So, whoops. Byakuya's at this range, right? And he's gonna do this. Yeah, it doesn't lead to anything. Maybe B-Wrecker? No, it doesn't. There's no threat here. So I think if understanding this exact space, I don't think there's anything Byakuya can do. Yeah, that's not far enough. Yeah, yeah. Like, you just get a trade. You're just gonna get an interrupt if you're just gonna mash on something at that point. But you gotta know the distance from how far that 2C hits. That's interesting to know. That guy's spacing is really good. Ooh, gets caught out moving forward. Yeah, this is actually not a good point for Akatsuki. He off that Bitatsu at a certain range, Bitatsu will have a gap. Bitatsu into C5 will has a gap on the ground. So on the flash, Byakuya has the meter for 100, at least 100 meter. So he can DP Akatsuki on a ground fiber on flash. But at this kind of range, Akatsuki doesn't really get that much. Like far B only really extends that far. 2C maybe, but 2C doesn't extend that far for Akatsuki. I'm like 90% sure his feet is right about here. Yeah, it's nowhere near. At this kind of range, he has to dash, and he has to press a dash button. Maybe dash C. But that can get interrupted. So if Byakuya is doing crouch B, and then he does... If you do it as soon as possible, I guess. Sorry. Huh. Oh, whoops. And I guess it's good to check, but you're already at this kind of distance where you're doing dash C, and you're kind of close already. And limited drop options afterwards. Interesting to know. At least it's plus enough that if he's trying to mash something, we'll get hit. But he wasn't mashing instantly. He was waiting to not get caught up by any buttons to try and get that counter poke, and then it's like he's not doing anything, so it's safe to extend the 2B hitbox. Yeah, that's eat shit. Oh, his pressure's scary. Oh wow, did he do it off 2B? Okay, so yeah, anything else scary is if he did delay 2C cancel. It's pretty interesting. That was pretty brave. If he tried to do something shifty like a two-way whiff, he'd have to deal with this fireball coming at him already. And he's not at the distance where he can sort of challenge it, and Byakuya's rebeats aren't that good. He might have extended a hitbox into 236A. Because that was churned out. That fireball came out. Gets confirmed. Oh no, he missed the 5A link. Now he's gonna eat shit and die. Oh wow, yeah, timeout. Okay. He was trying to be aggressive and stop that assault jump C that guy did the last few rounds. Oh, that is super good awareness of that spacing. Gets it confirmed too. Holy crap. That's spooky as. Huh, huh. Flip, flip. Yeah, he just ate shit. Sometimes he just ate shit. Oh. Nice, okay, that's what I was talking about after Kara froze. Oh my god! No, this is gonna be such a good one. I was just using that jump B to check him. Jump B is +1 on block, I think, on crouching. Oh no, no, non crouching. You can't crouch it because you get hit. Better double check the frame data on assault jump B just to make sure. So I'm gonna make him do 5A. Sorry. I think it's neutral then. It's neutral, so I don't have a 6 frame. Do I have a 9 frame? Yeah, I'd have a 9 frame. Yeah, it's neutral. That's good to know then. Assault jump B as soon as possible is neutral on block. That's if it's standing the whole time. Oh, what? Oh, he blocked. And then because B-Tatsu doesn't clear the web above him. The hell is a Hail Mary? That sucks. No, yeah, that sucks. Oh no! Yeah, he thought it was whiffing, and he tried to go, okay, it whiffs, but I don't want to get whiff punished. Let me just force my turn and try and, like, hope he's not fast enough to reaction block 236C. He didn't get the dash buff for Bitatsu, so it didn't go far enough. And that guy's spacing was actually super well. That was just normal Bitatsu. If he did dash buff it, he would have got eaten shit if he pressed the button. Or he would have blocked it. I don't know, it depends. He must have recognized that it might not have been dash buffed. So he knew the perfect spacing to 2B there. That was super good. And that's just gonna blow this up. That was really good. I think. Oh wow, he just went for it. You need to take advantage of Byakuya. Yeah. Especially in the corner if he's doing corner pressure, because all of his combos take you to the corner. They take you so far. You're eventually going to be blocking corner pressure. I think it might be pretty important to know Byakuya's effective ranges. Where that 5C is not going to lead to anything, so Akatsuki at least can do a fireball back and force Byakuya to deal with it. Or, that's just spacing. Just spacing with 2B whiffs. 2B has... Go by the frame data... 30 frames total. 30 frames total is not too bad. But it's kind of a thing where, if you can react, by the time you react, it's safe to react. So if you see him whiff 2B, and you can just dash forward and press a button. Maybe it might work, maybe it might not work. So let's see. Yeah, so Okay, there. Ah, okay, it's a bit too close there. Oh, okay. If you're ready for it. Ah, you gotta be brave, because it does recover decently fast. 17 frames. That one was too slow. That is risky. His 2B recovers decently fast enough. That was a Hail Mary, but he had so much leeway. Things could go wrong very quickly for him, but oh well. Okay, and his other one was Byakuya. Played another set against him, didn't he? There, LPT. Okay, Byakuya. Chu versus ThatGuy. That guy is a pretty good Byakuya, though. He's really good. Oh, and there's another one. She's got a lot of sets. God, I'm hungry. Alright, so I'm gonna go through this one. I'll go through these two videos and then I'll call it a night. Oh my gosh. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so start of round. Neutral jump. That calls out, like Ju was saying, that calls out a lot of things. If Byakuya runs at you, you can do, you're at the perfect angle, so when he runs at you, by the time you get to this point, and he threatens with the assault, I mean, he can assault from start of round if he wants, but Akatsuki can neutral jump, and he'll do like jump 6C, and he just gets obliterated. If he does dash B, he gets obliterated by falling jump 6C. And Byakuya doesn't really, unless he doesn't have good anti-air buttons. His 5B is quite short, it's like that big. So he has to run all the way up to here. By the time he gets to this, and he's slow dash speed, Akatsuki can just press a falling normal. Pressing falling jump 6C, and falling jump 6C is still good on block. It's awkward to time if you shield it, but like you don't block it. If you block jump 6C, Akatsuki's always plus. But yeah, it's really good for Akatsuki. Neutral jump isn't too bad of an option. He can get called out though, but it's generally, I think, pretty safe. I wanna lap this. I wanna see what like options that Byakuya can do if he's just gonna do neutral jump. Neutral jump into jump 6C. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Whoops. Hang on, I gotta do this. You gotta hold up so you get the same timing. Byakuya has like one frame. Yeah, see? Byakuya has one frame slower jump startup, I think, but it's fairly similar. Whoops. Okay, so hold up. And that gets fucking called out. Whoops. And that's not good. That's not good. You gotta like specifically call it out. So maybe that works. It's like jump 6C for Akatsuki is really good. It's just a really good shield. Like on top of that, like Byakuya can just not do anything. And do that. But it is a decent defensive play, just neutral jump. Depending on like what the Byakuya is gonna do. Yeah, Byakuya has so much trouble dealing with that. But if he's ready, he can do that dash C. So I was trying to use it sparingly. Oh, and that will low crush any 2B or 2C if he does, but that seemed a bit too late. If Byakuya slid and did jump to and just did 2C or 2B from further away, I think that might have interrupted that A Tatsu. Nice, got the combo. Stay on top of him. Oh wow, just neutral jump to call out that 2A. Yeah. Oh no, it's too far away. That was spaced. You hit him once with the second hit, not the first hit. So that makes the confirms a little bit more awkward, especially because it was on the ground still. Oh wow, so ready to assault over it. He didn't change shift though. He wasn't ready to change shift. Was it? Maybe he wasn't paying attention to the cycle and didn't recognize he got change shift right as it ticked over. I think it's one thing to always be ready, to always be like ready to mash something every time you shoot a fireball, because you're in recovery for 40 frames every time you shoot a fireball. That's enough to recognize that he didn't jump over it or anything. So you do fireball, and you're sitting there going, okay, what did he do? Nothing. Then you do dash. So you're just mashing on a fucking buffer. It's like, oh, I'm mashing 2-2, and it's not jumping at me. All right, I finished recovering fireball. Now I dash. Ooh. I wonder if change shift fucks with delay cancels. No, that would have been at the end of recovery, because that would have been at the end of it. He had to recover after 2C, and that's why he just straight up punished it. Negative 12 as well. That was sick. That combo is gonna drop. Oh, cool. Calls out the whiff. Presses the button. That's cool. Ah, wow. Stagger button. That fucks him up. Ba. Nice. Oh, wow. I was eating shit. Oh. I think that's the scariest part at this point. Yeah, it's so awkward. You see that happen, but then he's still got the ground web. If you react too late, you're gonna get hit by the ground web. You needed a DP there, but ugh, it gets confusing in the moment. It's so easy to just say like, just do this, but then you realize there's a million other factors that are getting into your head that you, especially when watching live replays, it flies by so quickly when you're not ready for it. Okay, so does that. He's really good. Like, his pressure is good. He's not really committing to anything. He's varying it up. Just the fact that he's just standing there doing nothing makes it uncertain when he's going to press the button. That would probably blow a lot of things up. Bitatsu. Bitatsu covers so many options at that range. If he sort of shield, if he reacted fast enough, he'd be okay. But then I'd still put him at a really bad position. The Bitatsu was just a, I want to get in and I want to crush things. Because the way the Bitatsu hit, did he shield it? He missed. He shielded it, right? No, he missed a shield. Actually, if he misses a shield at that kind of range, I'm pretty sure if you're ready for it, you can run far enough. It's going to be -11. It's going to be very hard or very awkward. So, whoops. Let's just over to Akatsuki and Byakuya. I mean, Byakuya doesn't matter, but... Oops. Oh. Yeah. It's getting that link. It's very awkward to get that timing. I don't think it's possible at that max range. But especially at that kind of range, if he actually got the shield, Akatsuki is this far away. And mid-screen, he's the only thing he's going to do is going to check you with that. And you can't really do anything from that kind of range. If that whiffs, then he's in a world for shit. And if he does a landing, that's far enough that on shield you can parry. You can do a DP on reaction. So like, yeah, after he does the because of how far he is, that is not a advantageous position for Akatsuki. He's still at frame advantage, but it doesn't matter against a character like Byakuya. You're to get into range, just about this far, you're still running into shit, and it's just a risk. So he can counter poke if he does. Let's see, reversal action, crouch P. Okay. Huh. Oh wow, that's interesting. At far enough range, because the fireballs have to travel further, he's actually at more frame advantage than he is if he was point blank. So if I did this, whoops. Like I'm counter poking him there, but running forward starts forcing a trade. And that's pretty consistent. I even 5A him. I do a deep dash 5A. That's actually pretty interesting to know. I'm surprised how much frame advantage he gets off that. I caught out because it was negative anyway. He tried to move forward. Bam. That was too early. If he did it at the latest timing, but yeah, that was a good shield by that guy. It's kind of an awkward spot. At that kind of space in Byakuya sets the web, you move forward to put yourself into a challenging position, and it's... Yeah, so he sets the web. That was actually good awareness from that guy to set the web there. But he sets the web, and it's right there. If he dashes forward, put himself in a position of challenging him, he's safe to come down. There's nothing nothing to threaten Byakuya. And now there's a web that Akatsuki can't deal with. It's really annoying. But he can't like move into his position to challenge him because the web's in the way. He's going to get to about here and he's going to block the web. Yeah, so the web's there. The web against Akatsuki is not too bad. It controls the space really well, and because Byakuya, and because Akatsuki is short ranged, you know that there's a certain range where he has to be to start deleting these webs. He has to be like around here, and if you're standing here, Byakuya can just really control the space, and you know fireballs won't delete the webs. So it's hard for him to do things. But if he gets here, jump parry, and then cancelling that parry because the projectile you cancel into other actions. It sets up a weird mind game, but he needs to get to this spacing safely. Which I think could be an issue. Like if Byakuya's controlling that spacing, he can safely press out buttons from this far. And he can really stop Akatsuki from doing things. He can't really counter poke, he can't really move close. Just steal off that grid. And that grid's going to take away grid as well. That web. It is a good pace control, I think. Ooh. That's interesting. Dash B. Yeah, right now it's 2B whiff. He doesn't want to really push it. That guy's been really good at pressing counter buttons on whiff. Cool, calls out that 2B Abare. Drops a combo, oh no! Tech forward, bad things. Ah, I missed the button mash. Yeah, that kind of range, that's the best combo you can probably get. Probably get something a little bit wackier, but it's not good. That's gonna kill. Small things is that you can change shift and then IW. Akatsuki's animation won't kill until the end, I think, so you always get like your full refund back. Ooh, shenanigan. Oh my god, that was a really good shield. He shielded the last hit of it. Yeah. Why did he beat Tatsu there? Yeah. He's pushed out of range. I think that Bitatsu was still a bit too antsy. Because he didn't delay cancel. There was nothing to crush. But he could also like DP if he was gonna crush. But this guy, that guy hasn't been doing DPs at all. He hasn't done it at all. Even if it was casuals, I feel like it was done prematurely. But if he wanted to get back in, that's what he would do. But I think the risk is that if he does Fireball, there's going to be a guaranteed gap, and he's going to be able to DP that gap. He had no resources, so 2C at range. No, he could change shift. If he did Fireball, he can change shifts, so it's whatever. Maybe he should have Fireball change shifted instead of or delay Bitatsu. You do a lot of stuff. Because if you're not opening them up and with Bitatsu, like not frame trapping, you might as well frame trap with Fireball CS and then chase after it. Because it's going to do the same thing as getting you in. But at least you have a Fireball to cover you, and then you'll be able to do more sneaky things instead of just Bitatsu. Oh, it didn't work. Now I got to change shift and then just, I guess, small things. I was waiting. He's waiting for him to flip. If it was flip, he was ready to anti-air him for free. But because of the web set, Akatsuki can't just run forward underneath the web. I think that was at a height that he might be able to. No, no. He would have dashed forward, and because his dash kind of slows down a bit, he would have got hit. He would have had to deal with it, or dash DP maybe. Let's see. Is that one? Whoops. Okay, let's just give Akatsuki time to backdash. Okay, so it's... There you go. Okay, sorry. Oh, shit. It comes out so fast. The web set into flip comes out pretty fast. It kind of feels like hard to commit to an option. There we go, I fucked it up. Oops. I feel like I didn't delay that one enough. Yeah, that gets risky. But if he sets the web too low... It might be interesting to know that you might be able to low profile the web by forcing a crouch at a certain height. But this... Hang on. Let's do that again. Yeah, it'll still catch the head. That's the hard part about it. That was low enough to catch the head. That one was low enough. It'll match the same height. So he had actually had a good timing on knowing the correct web height to catch Akatsuki, who's like this big, but then the web is like this big. Okay. Because you can go underneath it if you do it too high, but... Oh shit. Oh no, didn't get the combo, didn't dash far enough. Oh, didn't get to confirm either. But like, last hit of B-Tatsu is like the worst starter. He wouldn't have been able to kill. No matter what he did, like the combo wouldn't have been able to kill. Yeah, he's waiting patiently. Ooh. Wow, its spacing is really good. Oh, yeah, that was bad for his part. That's big damage combo. Oh, interesting route. Pretty sure he could have just done the fight close C and 6B and just got more damage because it's still close enough to the corner. Not a big deal. Oh, nice. Concentrate throw. Ah, triple throw. It happens. That was good. That was good. Press button as soon as possible. Caught like that guy trying to fuzzy too late. Jump dash B whiff is really good because the whiff it doesn't have a lot of block stun, doesn't have a lot of hit stop. On whiff it recovers really fast. It's like 24 frames total. So when you see the knee come out, you got to recognize if it hit you or not really quickly. And if you don't, then like he'll press the button. It's very hard. For Akatsuki, his dash B is close B dash B 23 frames total. So that's 5 frames less than his jabs. It's like reacting to his 2B whiff. It's not the easiest thing to do. Especially when you expect the meteor and you don't get the meteor. Good, throw tech. He's not committing and it's really good. It's like he's messing him up. Just by putting out a hitbox so late and then just not doing any cancels is messing with his rhythm. Yeah, so that's throw. I feel that if he did change shift on wake up, it could have been 2-2B easy or 2-2C. You're stuck in the air. But it could be scary. He might be able to. No, he can't flip over. 2-2. If he hasn't already flipped when 2-2B starts up, then it would have got hit. He can't clear it. It's 5 frames. Too fast. If he change shifted on wake up, he would have got flipped. It would have got hit by DP. Oh well. Oh no! He fucked it up. He did jump BC, but he blinked it too fast. And then he got jump BC, B plus C instead. Almost dropped the game. Oh, tried to beat something on the ground. Oh no, shenanigans. That should have been DP, I think. If Byakuya flips, then but it was so patient. What was the exact situation? Did he need to DP there? Because that was so scrambly. If you recognize this, when he saw it in a high web, because he dropped a combo. I think it's like a very in the moment thing, if you're well aware of Byakuya. If he drops the combo. Oh no, yeah, he saw the flip and he tried to forward dash, but he did it too early, so he got backdash. But then he got that. He got B Tatsu. Oh shit, that was sick. He dropped the combo though. Okay, no, I get that situation entirely. He was waiting to see if he was going to land or flip. If he landed, he'll just hit him as he's falling. But if he flips, he's ready to move away and then punish the 4. That was actually really good. Oh. Oh no, that would have been a sick combo. He threw the parry. His stagger pressure is really good. He's putting him on edge. Like I can feel it as well. He's like so on edge. And he's so ready after every 2B to try and judge what option that ThatGuy did. So that his pressure is really good. Oh wow, that's the jump A, jump B shenanigan stuff. You react too late. Byakuya's free C is not too good as well. Oh, he got it, but it was a weird hit. His defense is really good. It's not cracking, but there's no throws yet. Yeah, he couldn't press a button on that neutral chain shift. If Byakuya pressed 5A, then that would have interrupted every other button. They both decided to just stare down. Oh shit. I like that double parry. It went pretty anti-air as well. But then he didn't press the right option. He misjudged his 5A spacing. I'm sure if he pressed 5B, that would have been really good for him. Okay, okay. Now he's fucked. He can kill him if he wants, but he doesn't need to. He's getting the meter. He just holds the pressure. He can't kill him. He just can't die. Doesn't have enough. Hey, the lead's too big. Oh wow, he got the timing on a parry. Put him off. And because he was in the air, this is why that guy normally stays really far away when he sets the web to force Ju into setting an action, to doing an action to deal with that web, because the web acts as a shield. But because he was just like this close, and that's dangerously close to set a web, Ju had the awareness of just get rid of the web, and then he has to flip and do a hit, and then you can react to the flip, and then you can deal with it that way. You can react to the flip and deal with it, and if he just goes straight down, which I think he does, he gets fucked. But I think it did beat Tatsu as soon as possible. And he still saw the 2C come out, so maybe it might actually be a bit safe. That's pretty interesting. Maybe, if I saw the web set, I think the best thing might have just been to dash forward, and then dash back if he does the flip. Otherwise you catch him landing. Which is what Jill was talking about before as well. Instead of a double dash, you get the dash backwards or something like that. You're ready to deal with him flipping over. But that was a weird spacing where if he dashed forward, it would be too far, and if he did delay flip, it's kind of awkward to answer. Ah, it's a weird combo. It's a good combo, but it's awkward to do. There's so much preparation already stacked on. Nice using that fast C. Clears the web too. I mean, Akatsuki would normally clear the web anyway, but it's nice to know it's no longer there. Veil off to veil off. Oh no, 2B meaty. He just goes for the easy. I think he should have sort of stretched it out slightly, but not a big deal. Oh, gets the hit at the last second. That secures the grid. Right. This is a one. This is from a while ago as well. From like almost a year ago. Interesting to watch then. You can see there's a lot different ways of checking. That was a good pickup. Oh no, he doesn't throw him. Juice pressure is a little bit different here. Commits too hard on that. There's no reason you should ever be touched that quickly. Yeah, parry, easy. Oh, we're spending so many resources to stay on top of him. Oh, nice. I think at that kind of spacing I could have been punished. No, that was a bit too far. 5 Byakuya's 5A is not that good, I think. Parry. Good throw. Yeah, that guy's pressure was very different from a year back. He's going too hard on going for the delay strings instead of controlling space. It's pretty different. And he's letting Juice a little bit wild and a lot more wild in his pressure. A little bit more relentless. But it doesn't look like he's fishing for things as hard. Oh, big drop. Yeah. Afro. Oh, frame kill. I like that setup. Sometimes people think they can punish a 6B. It catches people off once. IW, take it. Yeah, easy. Ooh, 5A pressure. Oh, missed the throw. Oh, nice. Tick throw, yeah. And now the dash B set up into whiff, kind of messes people up. Good blocking. +1. Yeah, now you take a turn after that. How much was he sitting on so much meter for? Oh, I changed shifter to get all that meter back. Ah, that backdash got caught out. He's done enough throws that it might catch him flinching. His patience is still pretty good. Flip, flip. I like that. He's shielding him away. And at this kind of spacing, like it pushes him back so far that he might whiff 2C. You can safely dash block him. If he just does like a 2C, you end up blocking it. But at least you have like the freedom of movement. Maybe you might be able to fireball as well. Because I think he used 5C earlier in the string as well. Yeah, use 5C. No. Yeah, I used 5C. If he did fireball, that's a free shield. Sorry, that's a free fireball, and he has to deal with it. I get caught. Ooh. Yeah, I don't get roll thrown so much. Jump forward, jump B, that was pretty good. Frame kill. Gambled too hard. I think jump 6C would have been better. It's safer on block. And like he's already... That was a hard call out, I think, for any like up backs. And that would like go over a lot of his loads as well. 5B would win for Byakuya here, but 5B and 5C aren't really common buttons in this kind of situation, where he was about that far away. 5B doesn't reach, 5C is a bit slow. He'd want to normally poke with 2B or 2C there, so that's a decent option, but then that would whiff underneath TKB Tatsu. I think it's weird. In that kind of situation, just do jump 6C. Falling jump 6C. Or like jump C. Oh, wow. Oh, I get to hit again. I don't know why he didn't press a button there. He teched a throw, and he has no meter. He's forced to deal for meaty, so the fact that he didn't run up button there, even at least catch a backdash, is kind of... He gave it away. Oh well, turns it around, chain shift, drops it, but it's still on pressure, so it's okay. Oh. But, it's so hard. You can't move forward. You can't press a button because you're gonna get hit by the web. It's so scary here. 2-2A would have beat it, I think. But 2-2A and CS. Stand block? Ooh. But you gotta be scary of a delay 2B that would have caught him out. Because if you crouch block, you need to remain standing until you reset to neutral. Otherwise you're stuck in crouch state. So that's the hardest part about trying to stand block Byakuyas, is if he's doing... Like, I say he's standing, but he has to block low. The dummy doesn't do it, but because if I hold back, I have to wait till I recover before my hurtbox goes standing. That hurtbox going up is what's gonna trigger the web. But if he has... It's like a little flinch because it's negative, is what kills the web there. So in the middle of block strings, it's very risky to just stand block to try and kill the web. Sometimes you're just not going to succeed if you try and flinch it and then they delay low you. Four is risky. Oh no, it gets caught by the low. Oh my gosh, that back deck. Yeah, just aim out, lame out, lame out, lame out. Yeah. Okay. That was a little bit too risky. A lot of risk. Why did he get hit by the overhead anyway? Like, why did he get hit by the 2B? Like, this was all in his favor. He risked it on the B Tatsu. I don't know. You do 2B into Fireball, there's nothing he can do. And if he tries to DP through it, you DP him back. But it's still 10 seconds, you want to get something happening. Okay, you get grid broken. Oh, you're at disadvantage. It's very close. I think Byakuya might win it. I don't know why you stand block though. Now forces that weird gamble because he had to take a turn back. He needed to win this. Lucky it worked out though. He also saying if you jump parry the web, you have so many options after. Ooh, goes gambles. He just gambles everything into that string. That's the hardest part. When you jump back and you get falling to the web, you gotta block it. You hit him or you don't. Maybe he double jumped again. His controller's nice. He doesn't want to commit to anything. Yep, fireball. Duh. That was really wild stuff. This... I can't believe this was actually Jew playing. It felt like more like Squish was playing. It was going a little bit more crazy. Jew's usually more tempered when he plays. That was pretty interesting. That was kind of crazy. And I think that guy was not playing anti Akatsuki. He was just playing Byakuya. I think that's the biggest difference there was that he was playing Byakuya stuff against other characters who, you try and go for the standard UNIST frame trap things, and then Akatsuki is kind of a fast button character that can sort of deal with that stuff. At least in this set, it wasn't clean. There was a lot of shenanigans happening. There was a lot of just, I'm just gonna try and overwhelm your brain. Interesting match to watch. Very different from the previous match. They very slowed it down, and like that guy's patience, and his control of the screen was really good. A year later, a year's a long time, but it was a big drastic difference. Jew was a lot more aware of the options instead of just slamming on buttons. Interesting stuff. All right, well, that's about 4 hours of stuff. So I'm gonna call it there. Once again, thank everyone who watched. I will be streaming maybe another time soon, hopefully. Alright, see you all next time.